Hey there, speculators. It's Roderick with Futures on Fire. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to follow up on a little situation I got myself into late last week and over the weekend, where I came across a video of a gentleman that had posted a trade claiming to make $3 million in 4 minutes, and I went through and broke that down as to why that was fake and phony. There was a lot of other back and forth that happened in some various forums, and thought I would follow up with a couple different ways that you could actually verify whether someone is trading live capital. As I mentioned in the previous video, that's not always that important, but if someone's going to hold themselves out as being a live trader and uses that in any way, shape, or form, whether they're selling anything or not, whether they have a course or not, it's really just about integrity. The futures markets and trading in general is fraught with enough issues without people fraudulently claiming that they're trading live capital as a way to somehow verify who they are in the marketplace. So what I'd like you to do is go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. It really helps it out. And smash that like button. I'm going to start saying that. Smash that like button. That's what everyone says. And I'll be right back and tell you a couple different ways that you can actually verify live trading results. One that I actually just found today. Okay, welcome back. So the video on the channel that I was referring to, you can find it here. I just said breakdown exposing a totally bull ES $3 million trade. And in that video, I alluded to a couple different ways that you could potentially validate whether someone is trading live.
May I see your credentials?
I think the most popular one is to say, hey, I want to see a statement, maybe a PDF, or put a statement online, or have some third-party accounting firm verify that trading statements are valid. That's fine as well. I think that's a little convoluted, and honestly, if someone really wanted to go through the trouble, it's not that difficult to doctor up a PDF. So my intention was to start with actually Collective 2, but what I wanted to show you was, this is just funny how the world works. When I logged into Tradovate today, I noticed this little achievements trophy over here, and I clicked on it. And look at this, they've come up with these little achievements, if you will. Now, as you can see, a lot of them go back to the summer of 2017 when I first started trading with Tradovate. If you're not familiar, Tradovate is a great discount online broker. They have their own platform. It's web-based. It's pretty nice. So that differentiates themselves from a number of different IBs that don't have their own platform. They use third-party platforms. Not that there's anything wrong with not having your own platform, but Tradovate has its own platform. It's web-based. It's mobile. So what I did was I came in here and I was looking through some of these. They're very interesting. It says first 500 contracts, and then this was the one that I clicked on first. Click this right here, and it opens this up right now. Now, I guess this was cool. Like, I'm going to contact Tradovate because I had never seen this before. It's the Tradovate Live Futures League. And while I'm not very proud of this, I traded 5,000 contracts, I guess, by October 19th of 2017. And I'll point out that was before the micros came out. So there you are. I'm in the Tradovate Live Futures League, having traded 5,000 contracts on this little environment that they have. So what would be cool is if there was a way to figure out how to make this more prevalent. Now, again, I understand anything could be doctored. It's unfortunate if we always lead with the ways in which someone could work around the system and take a verification method and then also make that verification method fraudulent. That would be, that's just the world we live in, right? But anyhow, this is one thing that maybe it'd be great if some other IBs did something like this as well, where there was some sort of badges or things of this nature. Now, I know the prop firms like Top Step Trader have these badges for, I think, for their funded traders as well as anyone who's just going through one of their programs, which in and of itself is one way of doing it. So anyhow, that's me. This is my name. That was back from October 17th. If I come over here, there's I don't know, there's a bunch of them. First 100 contracts, first 1,000 contracts. Trade like a pro. I don't know what that means. I don't even know what that means. Let's look at that one. Traded like a pro. Oh, great. Thank you. That's nice to know. Thought I traded like a pro. There was some that showed like a 10% day. Anyway, they got all kinds of badges in here. We got badges. We don't need no stinking badges. And the other method that I wanted to mention, and darn it, I'm already logged in here. Let me just come over here. I should have prepared for this a little bit better. Is Collective2. Now, full disclosure, I am a partner in Collective2 and was previously head of product. You can go over to collective2.com, and Collective2 is primarily a marketplace of trading strategies. Okay, these are and all a trading strategy is just a series of buys and sells, and traders can trade either demo or they can trade live. And here's how I can show you how you can find out if someone's actually trading live capital. And since this is a futures room, I'm going to make it have to do with futures. So let me just go ahead and log in here real quick. And oops, I should pause the video, but I'm not going to. High chance I fat finger it. Voila! No, I didn't. Okay, in other future videos, I'm going to go into Collective2 a little bit in a lot more detail, actually. But for now, I'm just going to come over to Find a Strategy, go to the leaderboard. Now, Collective2 allows traders to publish a walk-forward track record for every different instrument class. That's stocks, options, futures, and Forex. But again, what we're going to do is focus on futures. So I'm going to click on futures first, and then I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to come to Trade Zone Strategy right there. Okay. And that provides this little badge right here. All right, so there's not a lot in here, but all 7 of these strategies with these performance results are being tracked directly from a connection to the trader's live account. Okay, and what's nice about this versus a statement or something else is that it records every single trade. You can't walk away from it. So you have a choice as a trader. You connect that account, it records every single trade, so your track record is your track record. And if you have a really bad drawdown or something terrible happens, all you can do is just stop publishing to the platform and you wouldn't have that track record anymore. But you can't just show 1 month of statements or doctor a statement or anything like this. Now, I'll go into a little bit more about the integrity and how this is all set up, but this is connected directly to the broker. So whether that's Interactive Brokers or AMP or NinjaTrader or whatever, at Collective2 we support all of them. And the only way you can get this little badge here from, I don't know, let's look at crude oil Trader Z. You have to be trading live. That's the little badge. That's the little badge right there. Now, I also have a number of different trading strategies that I run on Collective2, but since I'm a partner in the firm, I keep them private only for my clients and things like that. However, depending on how this goes, if there's ever anyone that wants any sort of validation of my trading, not only do I have the little badges over on Tradovate now, but I also track all of my trading at 3 other brokers as well, at Gain, at Interactive Brokers, and 1 other as well. And I do it all through Collective2. So anyhow, again, live trading is what it is, right? But in this world where it's hard to know necessarily who to trust, and if someone is holding themselves out as trading live capital, and that's an important consideration for you in deciding whether you want to follow their content or take one of their courses. And again, with this situation that happened with Trader Brian over here, it was just really surprising to me how many people actually defended this guy and wanted to believe that this particular trade was true. And again, he calls himself Live Trading. That's the name of the site that he set up. His Facebook page was called Live Trading. So, I mean, to literally call it Live Trading. And then the way they defended him was by saying, well, he's not trying to sell anything. So because he wasn't trying to sell anything yet, that meant that why would anyone do something like this if they had nothing to necessarily gain from it? So I don't know. There's an old saying, you get what you pay for, and I'd also say maybe you get what you don't pay for as well. Anyhow, there's a couple different ways to find out if someone is trading live capital, if that's important to you. Again, if they use Tradovate and they trade live, they should have some of these badges, because one of the badges is I don't trade like a pro. I don't even know what that means. I got 5 stars for trade like a pro. Here's a stupid badge, 1% in a week. If you can't earn 1% in a week trading futures, here's my traded first 100 contracts badge. I did that on July 31st, 2017. This might also be across a couple different accounts. I'm going to figure out what's actually going on here when I learn a little bit more about it. Anyhow, hopefully that was helpful today. Again, if you're finding this content useful and you do want to follow someone who's traded live capital, not only recently, but for 25 years, hit the like and subscribe button, little notification. You'll be notified when I'm broadcasting. And yes, I do sell stuff. Okay, full disclosure, I sell stuff. I'll tell you more about it going forward if you become a subscriber to the channel. But of course, everything here on YouTube is absolutely free. I'll try to provide as much value as I can. Roderick Casilli with Traders Dev Group and Futures on Fire, reminding you to stay green and trade like you mean it. Thanks.